Does it feel like you have a weight around your neck holding you back from your next breakthrough?
Well, we're going to talk about how to tackle that and get your breakthrough here today on My Sober Truth. Well, it's May 6th and it's time for your double shot of My Sober Truth. Shawn, this whole month we're talking about the fifth step. We're talking about opening ourselves up, being honest. And, in today's daily reflection, I love the title, Hold Nothing Back. It's that call to what we talk about in 12-step circles of rigorous honesty.
Absolutely.
I don't know anybody that really enjoys that.
Right.
Well, not at the beginning, know. It's got to be challenging.
It really is.
It is. So I'm going to ask you two questions. When you did this the first time, there's two aspects of it. You're walking into the meeting. You're going to have to spill your guts. What's going through your mind?
Well, at first it was very scary walking into somewhere with a lot of people I didn't know and talking about things that were very personal. Although for me, I've always been a pretty open guy, but there was always definitely things I would hold back and things I didn't want to let everybody know. It's funny how I kind of make a joke about this, but I used to tell them, I've told people in the past, you're a pretty bad off alcoholic and drug addict when you lie to your other hard drinking friends about how much you drank.
Yeah.
So those are the first kind of bits of rigorous honesty I had to get into. I had to be willing to talk to people. Now, on the other hand, one of the things that makes it easier to talk is once you realize you're sitting in a room full of people like yourself.
Right.
People that aren't going to laugh at you or do take a deep breath and judge you. No, most of the people in that room, when I start talking about my stuff, they go, oh yeah, I've done that. So it just makes it a little easier.
Speak to that, will you? The importance of finding really the right person or people,
right.
Especially that first time to open up and be honest with it.
People talk about finding their tribe. I definitely found my tribe when I walked into the meetings of the 12-step meetings that I came into, and I find the people that really understood me and they didn't judge me. Mm-hmm. That was probably the biggest thing. I never felt judged sitting there, and I knew that was where I belonged there.
Right.
And I could relate with the people around me. And the biggest part of relating for me was, it's not that I find that everyone there has the exact same story on the surface as me. It's way deeper than that. What I relate to is the feelings that they had, the feelings of not being enough, the feelings of letting people down, the feelings of always feeling like you just couldn't quite do what you should have done. And then you drank, you drugged, you needed to cover those feelings up. So when I found those people, it was very much, I remember thinking early on, it's weird we're all sitting here not drinking, but it kind of feels like being at the bar.
Right.
Because these are the people I'd be talking to if I was at the bar. So in that respect, it wasn't as hard to open up. I started opening up pretty quickly.
Shawn, I love what you just shared, but I have a follow-up question for you. Now that you've done this, and now you've been walking in your sobriety for a while right now, yeah. How has living a life of rigorous honesty that we read about changed your life for the better?
Well, what I would say, one of the biggest things is, I don't have messes to clean up. I don't, right. And you don't have when you do, you clean them up in the moment. You don't lie about it and then 2 years from now have to clean up that mess. And it's way worse because some people know you lied to them about it.
Right.
I've heard people say many, many times, when you tell the truth, you don't have to remember a story. And it's just the way it is. All I have to remember is what actually happened. I don't have to remember what happened and remember another story about the lie that I told. So I can turn it back around to this. I stayed in pain a lot when I was in the midst of addiction. A a lot of stuff hurt me, hurt my feelings. I didn't like to talk about it. I didn't like to think about it. So I drank to cover that up. Well, I still don't like pain, but I don't have drugs and alcohol to help me cover it up. So instead of covering it up, I just do the right thing in the beginning and I don't have anything to cover up. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. And, you know, I make mistakes all the time. The difference in how I live these days is how fast I want to get to that and clean it up and tell somebody, hey, look, I made this mistake, but this is what I'm doing to try to fix it. Just owning up to it, fessing up to it, and being clean, being accountable, being a person that other people can trust. And it's a great feeling being that way.
Shawn, that's terrific, and I couldn't agree more of what rigorous honesty can do for your life. And I would really love for our viewers to chime in on this same question. So answer me this: how has living a life of rigorous honesty changed your life for the better? Take a moment, think about the questions, put your answers down in the comments below. You never know, your answer may inspire, encourage, or improve someone's life today. And on that note, my friends, for My Sober Truth, I'm Mark.
And I'm Shawn, and here's hoping today that you stay drunk with success. Love y'all.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you're thirsty for another round, then belly on up to mysobertruth.com and click on the double shot button today. There you'll find the encouragement, inspiration, and support that'll help you stay clean, on track, and prospering in every area of your life. Take a moment to subscribe to this channel, and if you got a minute, stick around. Let's watch another video together.